If I asked you, how are you feeling today? Your likely response might be a one word answer like, okay, all right, fine, good. If I asked you how much money you had in your bank account, within reason, you would be at least know, even if you didn't share it, down to the cent when the next deposit is, what's going out, the bills. You are more than likely willing to share your worth, if you will, with a stranger than you are your own mental health. Today, what I'm going to focus on and share is insight as well as some statistics on why it's important to keep your mental health in check. In a sense, I'm asking you to check on your mental health as often as you are checking on your bank account. Oftentimes, mental health is stigmatized, and people are terrified to be diagnosed. They are terrified to share what that diagnosis looks like. And there are people who go through their entire lives not recognizing that this feeling, these emotions, these inabilities to live in their community cohesively and pain-free or anxiety-free is a thing. 43.8 million adults experience mental illness every year. 10 million adults live with a serious mental illness or disorder. Because mental illness usually is co-occurring with other things like addiction, there is a higher percentage that leads to numbers like 10.2 million adults having a dual diagnosis of mental health and addiction. You take those and you put them together and you have a hotbed for the potential of things like suicide that becomes impactful to communities. I myself have experienced throughout my life of 40 years at least 6 suicides or 6 related deaths that were due to mental illness. 90% of those who commit suicide have an underlying mental illness. And suicide at the moment is the 10th leading cause of US deaths. Nearly 60% of diagnosed adults have not received any medical attention within a given year. Many people's insurance don't even have mental health coverage. And the places that were providing care to these individuals were being shut down by the government. So what is the cost to this? What is the cost to knowing how much money is in your account, but not how much sanity you hold within yourself? Serious mental illness costs America $193 billion in lost earnings and wages every single year. That is something we cannot afford to continue on being aware of and not addressing it. If you know somebody who is suffering from mental illness, be that person that helps them, that asks those questions, even the little ones of how are you doing today. And if they allow you on that journey and that path, assist them in providing time or an ear or anything along those lines, or just let them know they're not alone.